The Starfield Direct has come and gone, and unfortunately, I missed it. Yep, I was on vacation with my family, so it was a good reason, but I'm back now in the studio, and I got several things after watching it that I want to talk and discuss with you all. So I hope you consider subscribing, stick along for the journey. Let's go take a ride. Come on. It's no question that when it comes to character customization, Bethesda sets a high bar. For every game they do, they almost one-up what they've done in the previous title. Skyrim, I remember, you couldn't do a whole lot with your guy other than picking a class, maybe changing some hair here and there, and there was kind of a preset determination on what your background was. Well, with Starfield, they take that to a whole other level. In the Direct, they talked about how they scanned tons and tons and wide a range of faces from different ethnicities and groups to get the data poured into the game so they could provide a deeper, more realistic characters in the game, which will also be applied to the character customization. They say that almost any character you come across in the game can be created yourself in the customization menu, which is definitely setting the bar high compared to Skyrim or Fallout or other previous titles. One thing I noticed that I thought was really cool they did was called the biometric ID. So essentially, if you create your character and later on there's something you don't like about it or want to change because you saw a character in the real world, an NPC, you can go to a genetics facility and change that. I don't know if that was a plea from fans to make that an option, but I'm definitely grateful because it never fails, especially a game of this magnitude. I'll see somebody out there, whether it's a scar, a facial feature, facial hair that maybe I didn't catch in the customization menu at first. I have to go do that. Now, if you're one of those kind of people that just want to get right into the game, don't care what your character looks like, the good news is for you, there's over 40 preset characters to choose from at the beginning of the customization. One of the cool things I thought about that was that when you select one of the 40 presets, you actually go through it like you're looking through personnel files. So it's not just a monotone screen where you're just cycling through different characters. But let's say you chose your character, or you even chose a preset, but you want to make some tweaks to the body. That's where things get really, really interesting. At first glance when I saw it, I thought, okay, you can change your body type to muscular, thin, heavy, pretty standard in Bethesda and other role-playing games. But one thing I thought was cool I'd never seen before was that you can choose your walking style. Now, they didn't go into detail on that, but I am actually curious to see if you get one, two, or multiple options of how you walk. Because let's be honest, we're humans and we all do things differently. Especially me, I got like a heel spur and sometimes I'm walking with a limp. It'd be cool to add that in, or would it? I don't know, but let's move on. The next part is the face, which, let's be honest, that's the bread and butter of any role-playing game. Because you're going to see yourself a lot, whether it's in cutscenes or talking to other NPCs, so you want to get that just right, down to a T. They didn't talk a lot about it in the Direct, but one of the cool things, I think, is that you have 40 hair types, 13 hair colors, 13 facial hair types, and it seems like there's a lot more that is yet to be seen given the space and scroll options. Which, knowing Bethesda, they held a lot back. They didn't want to give all of their cards out to the public yet. But I know with me, I'll probably spend an hour at least on the character customization, but then I'll move to the background. And that's where I'm going to spend a good bit of time debating what we want to do. Now, I'll be streaming the game from day one, and especially when I do 5 days early with the pre-order, but I'm hoping that you guys can add some insight to what you think we should do. Me personally, I think cybernetics is a no-brainer, or even the skill they talk about where if you're low on health, mercenaries will hunt you down, but you get a buff from that. On top of all that, I thought another cool feature was that you just didn't select that trait and then that's it. You actually have certain criteria or, say, quests that you have to keep getting more and more of to upgrade that skill. And to my knowledge, there's 16 known background traits that you can choose from. So we're going to have a lot of options in front of us. But let me know in the comments below what you guys are thinking about picking. What, based on the Starfield Direct, you think you might go with off the bat? What sounds intriguing to you? Love to hear from you all. And until next time, Ad Astra, everybody.